Officials in Florida are still searching a wooded area near Orlando. The remains of a small child found on Thursday are being analyzed to see if it is the body of missing 3-year-old Caylee Anthony. Joining us is criminal profiler Pat Brown and Kathy Reichs, a forensic anthropologist who is a member of Caylee Anthony's defense team. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ms. Reichs, let me start with you. Assuming this is the little girl in question, what information could they find that might help exonerate your client?
Well, right now, we just want to be able to see everything that's available to the prosecution. Our team has a forensic entomologist who's going to be looking at the bugs and trace evidence. We have a forensic pathologist, Dr. Werner Spitz, and myself, I'm a forensic anthropologist. I'll be looking at the remains. We don't know at this point exactly what condition those remains are in. We don't know if there's a relatively well-preserved body, that's doubtful, or if it's a fully skeletonized set of remains. So we've just put together a team, and we would like to, and we're getting very little access, we're getting no access at this point, either to the remains or to the scene itself. Right. And we would just like to be there as independent observers to be seeing with our eyes.
Would that be normal procedure, or would the local prosecutors want to at least get a positive ID first?
Well, they want to get a positive ID, of course, which they're going to be doing through DNA. But I've only served as a defense expert twice in my entire career, but on both of those occasions, we didn't meet this kind of resistance. We were allowed access. Of course, they're not going to be our best friends, but this is a bit more resistance than I'm used to seeing.
All right, let's talk about this a little bit here in the studio, Pat. These remains are found. They're in garbage bag, duct tape.
Right.
This place has been underwater for some time already.
That's the big problem.
Yeah,
that really is. Well, you know, anytime you have water at a scene, it just really destroys evidence. It, first of all, it helps the decomposition proceed quickly, and then everything gets wiped away.
Literally washed away.
Really washed away, and it's underwater, so it's a disaster. And so what people are thinking, wow, but there's trash bags and there's duct tape, so this is going to be great. But we're saying, okay, you got a piece of duct tape. It's been underneath that water for months and months. Right. And yes, duct tape is great because
because hasn't it been used in a prosecution or at least in a defense that whatever the what do they call it, styrations or the method of making the bag was traceable to some other lot that was found in a house?
Now that depends. Now if you take some of the trash bags, when you have to rip them off, and the cheaper ones essentially, then they will have a striation pattern that goes all the way through the whole roll. But here's the problem: it's been months. People use trash bags pretty regularly, so if you ripped it off and used it in the crime, chances are 6 months later you're not going to have that exact box. And the next box, all you can say is, oh, they bought the same brand. But I mean, everybody buys the same brand, everybody in the neighborhood. Right. The other problem is some of these actually don't have, they're not actually connected. They're separate bags, the fancier ones, so that's going to be a problem. Now, here's one of the reasons I brought this one along. This is the lawn and leaf bag. The hope is that this bag, it would be one of these, one of the bigger ones, because you might keep this in your garage, not use it on a daily basis. So you can hope that this might be still there. Right. And the duct tape, this is great stuff. It gets fingerprints. You get your hair stuck on it, fibers, and you're in a rush, so you might leave things. You sometimes tear it with your teeth because you simply can't get it torn. And then you can have even saliva. But how about that water? It's probably going to destroy everything on there.
All right. Pat Brown, thank you so much. Kathy Reichs, thank you very much as well.